What's up, guys? The Suicide Fox coming at you with another Escapist 2 Day 1 escape. We are back on Wicked Ward and we are doing a perimeter breakout tonight. Now, for this escape, you are going to need a crowbar, a screwdriver, and 2 files, and a duct tape. Because we're going to need to craft some flimsy cutters. I'm going to actually craft some light cutters because I'm going to be able to get enough items for it. The better the crafters that you can craft, the easier it will be to escape. Now right there I beat up that guard just so I could take his outfit, just to secure an outfit. I was hoping he would have a screwdriver on him, because usually the guards have screwdrivers on them, but he did not, so we're going to have to find the screwdriver elsewhere. And the guards are going to not be too happy with me right now, I guess because I knocked out one of their buddies, and they're upset about that, so they're going to knock me out. And we're going to get sent to the infirmary. But as soon as we wake up, we're going to go and we're going to start searching some desks. So, like I said, we need 2 files and a duct tape. We're also going to need to build our intelligence to 40. I'm going to build mine to 50 because, again, I'm building some light cutters. But for this escape, what we got to do is we got to turn off a generator, and then we got to go outside. It's very precise, actually, what we have to do at the end, because you don't have much time from when you turn off the generator to when you can start cutting, because that's when lights out hits, because you need to be outside past the purple doors, you know, before the end of evening roll call, and it's a very tight squeeze. So, like I said, the better cutters that you can manage, the faster you'll be able to do that part, and the more likely you'll be able to do it without getting hit by the electric fence, which, as we all know, is not a good time. So I'm going around, I'm checking all the desks, like I said in the other Wicked Ward speedrun Day 1 escape video that I made last week. You can check most of these desks pretty easily. This level is not like most of the ending levels where it's like really hard to check desks and stuff like that. It's really easy on this level, and there's a lot of them. They're just kind of far apart. That's the only hard part. So right there I found the screwdriver, and the crowbar we're going to end up having to buy, so I'm going to end up doing some missions in a moment here. But what we do is, once we have this screwdriver, I'm going to come upstairs here and we are going to actually start reading. That's just so I can get to the 40 intelligence, so I can craft the flimsy cutters when I get the duct tape. But I'm also going to be crafting a bed dummy just to kind of be safe. You should always be crafting a bed dummy for perimeter breakouts, just because you always do them at night, and therefore you will be out of your cell. So just take the time to craft a dummy and stick it in your bed. You can leave it in there and ain't no one gonna even care about it. Okay, so now that we got all these items, we're gonna come down back around to our room. We're going to rest for a little bit just to refresh our stamina, and then we're going to put the bed dummy back and take the guard uniform. This is one thing, you gotta manage your stamina pretty well on this level, just to be able to get around and do stuff, because if you don't have the stamina at the end, we are going to need to also get a shake, because even if you have the sturdy cutters, if you cut through the fence and then try and chip through the wall with the crowbar, you will run out of stamina. So this room here, the guards do not come into this room. And this vent, if you go into this vent here, you can get into the generator room, which the guards also do not go into, as far as I've been able to tell. You can open up both of these vents that I'm going to open up here and never get caught. I have left this open for a few days and nothing has happened to it, so I mean, that might change in the future. I don't know if it's an update or if that's a bug for me or whatnot, but yeah, it seems like the guards do not come in there. So right here, I'm just placing down the screwdriver and the vents, because we're not going to need them. They're just going to be in the way. I'm going to place down the 2 files just so that way I can get around without having to worry about losing them. And right here, I'm looking for, trying to get the shake from one of the guards, so that's why I'm beating up this guard. I'm lucky that other guard just kind of walked away. And this guard does turn out to have a shake, so I'm going to come down here, I'm going to put the shake down. We are going to come back to that when we go to make our escape. And I also was going to take his uniform, but I ended up not being able to do it in time. It's always good to have like extra uniforms if you can. So here we're just going to take a few missions. There's some missions that require you to get downstairs into the guard room desk. They're worth a lot of money, like 90 or 100 monies, but I usually don't bother with them because they're kind of a pain in the butt to do. So I just try and go for the simple ones, 25 to 35 coins, that sort of thing. And we're going to be needing that so we can get, we need 50 coin to get the crowbar from the shop, which is, as far as I've been able to tell, the only place to reliably get the crowbar. And fortunately we have the whole day and it's going to be pretty easy. Now that guard saw me, and I had a lot of heat, so that's why he came after me. But I'm going to knock him out because I'm awesome. I am going to take his uniform and stash it somewhere. But we're going to go back to checking some of these desks. We need to find the duct tape, which we just happened to find right there. So now that I got pretty much all the stuff that I need for the escape, we're just going to come back around to that room, carefully avoiding the guards so that we do not, we don't want them to come after us right now because we have some stuff that we don't want them to take from us. So I'm just playing it real careful, and as soon as he walks past, I'm just going to come in here. We're going to craft our cutters. And we are going to go and we are going to try and get our crowbar now. As well as we are also going to get another duct tape and another file just to make the escape that little bit easier. Right here, I was coming down here just that way the guard would hit me while I'm like right in front of the medic. He was taking his sweet time. I don't know what the deal is here. I swear, when you want the guards to knock you out, they don't knock you out, and you don't want them to knock you out, they just, maul you to death. So that refreshed our heat and our stamina a bit. So we're just going to come back up, and we're going to go back to looking for submissions and stuff. It's currently shower time, so fortunately we know where all the inmates will be, so we're just going to head up there and take some missions. We can take this one here, and that will give us enough for the crowbar, but we do have to be careful because we have some dirt in our pocket, which is contraband, and we do not want to walk through the detector with it. So, you can get around pretty much all the detectors. The only one that you can't really get past is the one that goes to the cafeteria. So if you have to go into the cafeteria for some reason, that's going to be kind of tricky. So you always want to kind of plan stuff around lunchtime. So here I'm going to place that. I'm also going to find that, I'm going to see that duct tape there. I'm going to make a mental note of that. So now I'm thinking, okay, I got to buy a crowbar. So we're just going to start looking through the shops to see if anyone's got a crowbar. He has a file, and unfortunately these two shops just for some reason decided to fight each other. I don't know what the deal is there. But we're gonna take a look, and there's not gonna be any crowbars. I am gonna take those candy bars just because why the heck not? And I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna try and get to this one. And if he don't have a crowbar, then we were gonna go to the other one. But that one ends up having the crowbar that we need. So now we pretty much have all the items that we need to escape. At this point, I'm pretty much set. I can do whatever I want for the day. But we are gonna go around and try and get another file just to, like I said, beef up our cutters a bit. I'm just going to come back in here. We're going to take the duct tape, and then we are going to go hunting for another file. Right here I see that there is a guy with a mission over here. We need, I believe, 40 monies for the file. So we come over here to see what he's offering, and it just so happens he's offering something for 40 that is pretty much an easy one to do. We just have to beat up some guy who is downstairs. So we're going to go beat him up, get 40 monies, and then go buy another file and upgrade our cutters. This is what I was saying before about the cafeteria. So I'm just going to wait out here for him because we all have to go to roll call. So I'm going to go to roll call and then try and cut him off. And just check in to see if there's any other missions, just because, if I could get 3 files, then that would be great. So, unfortunately, this guy was one of the shops, but whatever, we'll beat him up, we'll take our stuff, we'll come down and check one of these shops. Files are pretty common in the shops. I was taking that mission because I was thinking for a second that I needed 50, but then I believe about here I will realize that I don't need 50. Yeah, I don't need the 50. I need only the 40. So I'm gonna go back to roll call, and we are gonna up to one of the shops and just get our file here. So now we have all the items that we need that we're gonna end up getting for the night. So I'm just gonna go up and we are gonna read to 50 intelligence. And I probably could have kept going and get another duct tape and another file to make the sturdy cutters, but I decided that it was just, you know, it was too much of a risk to spend the time doing that and not focus on not screwing up at the end. But as you guys will see, I will have plenty of time to have done that stuff. So maybe I should have, but that's okay. In any case, we got our intelligence. We're coming back down to the secret room. We are gonna go downstairs and we are gonna craft ourselves the light cutters. Place everything. So we have our shake, we have our light cutters, we have our crowbar, and we have our guard outfit, which will make things a little bit easier when we go to do our escape. So right here, we're just fast forwarding through all this. I'm just, you know, going to routine and just hanging out, waiting until evening roll call at this point, just to, you know, there's nothing else to really do. So right now we're at roll call. So I'm gonna be at roll call, waiting for roll call to start. So as soon as roll call starts, I'm good. And then we're gonna come up to the secret room and go into the generator room, pick up all our stuff, equip our guard outfit and our cutters, and then go up here. And we are gonna wait here at the button until just after it's like 22:41. We're gonna hit the button and we're gonna go out, because you can hit the button and then go out, make it outside in just under 20 seconds on the clock. So that's what I'm waiting for here, and we need to, because this is the tricky part, guys. You got to do this, and then roll call will end, and then you'll have return to cell and then lights out. So you don't have much time between when lights out starts and when the fence will come back up to cut through it. So that's why you kind of need, you know, the better the cutters that you can get, the more likely you are to do this on your first try. So we got our stuff. We got outside before roll call ended. We are going to sit here, and it's the first block above this tree that you can cut that I did on my original run where I escaped via perimeter break on my own. I cut here, and a guard actually came by and did not see it. If he had turned around completely, he probably would have seen it, but he walked past me and did not see it. So I'm pretty sure that this is probably one of the safer places to cut. So once lights out hits, we are just going to cut all the way through this fence. And your light cutters should easily make through the fence in time before the electricity comes back on. We're going to equip our inmate outfit just to add insult to injury to the prison, like haha screw you. We're going to use our crowbar to break through, and then as soon as my stamina is out, I'm going to use the drink to refresh my stamina. We're just going to bust out of here, guys, in one day on a perimeter break. That is, and now we're gonna pop up here with these I guess trick-or-treaters. Are these guys trick-or-treaters? You can actually get all these masks that they're wearing. They are masks that you can get, helmets, I guess, whatever, the headwear for your character that you can get in the game, which is pretty cool. So, and guard didn't really, yeah, the guards weren't very smart on this level, so the fact that he walked past is not that surprising. So yeah, so we did it in one day, guys, at the perimeter break on Wicked Ward. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave it a like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And if you guys enjoy my content and you want to see more of me play, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.